Hello again. This is my second video, hopefully. It's about, maybe 10 o'clock at night. I've been wanting to make another video since the last video. I was so excited about figuring it out. But I got sick, maybe the next day. So, unfortunately, I do not have a bunch of garage sale, thrift store things to show you because it isn't here, because things that I buy to sell I keep over at my mom's shop, either to sell there or just like a storage, because I buy a lot of stuff and it would take over my house. So, anyways, I wanted to do another video, but I didn't know what kind of video to do because I wanted to do another thrift haul. So, excuse me. Come to find out, my video would sort of just fall in my lap, or in my case, my phone. I am one of those people that buys things off of Facebook. You know, you arrange to meet somebody, usually at Walmart. And it was funny, I actually saw somebody today that's what they were doing. I love the exchange, just like the strangers coming together and be like, you got the goods? Yeah, you got the cash. I wonder if Walmart knows, and if sometime they're gonna get wise and start charging people to use their parking lot. Anyways, I was meeting someone at Walmart. Actually, if I'm being honest, I was meeting two people at Walmart. Two different people, two different times. One person had these paperweights, and my mom really likes paperweights, so I was getting those for her. I was enabling her collection, like I do. And another person had, oh wait, actually I should go grab those. If I leave this running, I could just edit it out. So I'll be back. So, the other person I was meeting, had these guys. Calico critters. They're just the sweetest little things ever. I don't know how old they are. Well, these ones aren't old, but I think they've been making calico critters for a while. Maybe 80s, 90s, I'm not sure. I really like the toys. I didn't have them when I was younger, but didn't really find out about them until a few years ago. They're just so precious. There's a little mom and dad, and they're fuzzy. They're little elephants. Good kisses. Really like them. You never see them at garage sales or Goodwill or anything, because they're kind of expensive. But these guys have been loved. They've got some rough spots, but they're still really cute. When somebody was selling those on Facebook, selling the whole family for $5, I had to jump on it. They're not to sell. I think I'm gonna keep them for a while, unless they come across somebody who's looking for the elephant family. I was meeting those two people at the Walmart parking lot different times, so I wanted to make sure I had all the information correct, that they hadn't messaged me anymore. So I opened Facebook up on my phone, and a notification came up for a guy selling some VHS tapes, and he was selling these. It's Halloween, the first Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 5, and then H2O, which 20 years later, which actually, I think this movie is, what do you call it? It's not extinct. It's, with the newest movie that came out, it kind of changed the ending. I forget what that's called. So he was selling those, the whole stack, $5. And think I have all of these. I might trade some of them out if they're better than the ones I have. But not a lot of people know I really, really like VHS tapes. At first I started collecting because nostalgia. Grew up with tapes and stuff, and I remember when certain ones were crazy expensive. So first off, it was nostalgia, and then it was also like a really cheap rental, like movies I'd wanted to watch for a while but hadn't gotten around to it or couldn't find or didn't know if I wanted to own them or not. If I found the VHS tape that was really cheap, and then if I was done with it and I didn't like it, I could just pass it on. And then I discovered like, I didn't discover horror movies, but I discovered how quirky and, yeah, I'll equate it like this. If you've watched Mystery Science Theater 3000, you will understand that there are so many weird and strange and wonderful movies out there that, because they didn't become popular or they didn't have a huge budget or something, not a lot of people know about them. But just because a movie isn't made by a huge company or doesn't have like the hottest actors and actresses or whatever in it, special effects, blah blah blah, doesn't mean it can't be a great movie or even just entertaining. Like, a really bad movie can stick with you longer than the quote unquote movie of the year. They're just a lot of fun, especially if you watch them with someone who likes to talk during a movie or just make fun of the movie while you're watching it, but not too much, because you still want to watch and enjoy the movie. With VHSs, it kind of opened doors to me that I didn't know I was interested in, like weird horror stuff that's maybe not on DVD, or if it is, it's not really available to me unless I buy it. Because half of the fun of collecting VHSs is finding them out in the wild, finding weird, quirky things that people forget about, or that you watched when you were a kid and you completely forgot. Anyways, I do like DVDs. I like Blu-rays to an extent, but anyways, I've also joined some VHS groups online, and usually the people are just really awesome and fun and encouraging, and they make collecting tapes. It's like this online community that I've never really had. So, anyways, this guy was selling these Halloween tapes, and $5. I knew I already had them, but I know people online that don't have them, so I can trade them or I can pass them on. So I had to get them and talk to him, and he had posted them. They weren't on Facebook that long, and I was just like, yep, those are mine. But the VHS community they are sharp. They are on it, and I love it. Like a sport of collecting. I tried bidding on an online lot of VHS tapes, because there were 2 tapes in the lot that I really wanted, and it was like 20 tapes, I think, and I told myself, okay, you can only bid this high, and you can't go any higher, and you can only bid that high if you plan on watching it and then selling it, because one of the tapes I wanted was actually worth quite a bit of money, and so I was viewing it as an investment. And I hit my limit really fast, and I watched the bid just go up and up and up, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get that. But before we planned the meetup and stuff, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go see what else he's selling. Maybe there'll be something else. So I was like, uh-oh, probably shouldn't have done that, because then I saw he had this. Look at it. Ooh. Oh, the best part. Look at the back. Look at that. Look at that. It's so shiny. So shiny. Can you see it? Okay. So, if you are not into horror, but you love a good alien sci-fi movie, I would definitely recommend Alien, the first one, because it is, I don't know, it's like, can you say artful? Is that, yeah, let's say it's artful. It's a thriller, it's space, it's terrifying and awesome, and Sigourney Weaver is amazing. Anyways, I really wanted to own all of the Alien movies. Yeah. And also, one of the tapes is a special feature tape, so that's just like the making of, which is cool. I've never seen that. And this came out in 1999. What a good year. I was 9. But, so I saw he had that too, and this had been posted a little bit longer than the Halloween tapes. So I was like, oh, I also see that you have an Alien tape box set. Is that still for sale? Is that for sale? I need it. And he's like, yeah, that's for sale. You want it? I'm like, mm-hmm. Yeah, just a little bit. Yes, I want it. And, so he's like, well, actually, I have other tapes that I'm going to sell. I just don't have them posted yet. Do you just want to see what I have? And I was like, oh, I might as well take a look. Okay, yeah. So he sent me a picture of all of his tapes, and I just kind of skimmed over them. I was like, yes. And so he made me a deal on all of them. I am not going to tell you how much I paid for all of them because... Anyways, let's just say, okay, a VHS tape at Goodwill costs 49 cents. And, sir, most people think that tapes should just be thrown away. I think, ideally I would love to pay less than 50 cents for all my tapes, but I know that's not going to happen. I can tell you for sure that I paid less than 50 cents per tape, but I'm not going to tell you the total amount because I know some people are going to give me a hard time, and I don't need that. I love you, but I don't need a hard time. You know who I'm talking about. You know. Okay. Well, would you like to see these tapes? If you are still listening, I mean, you might have just been like, VHS tapes? No. Anyways. Oh, I also have a stack of tapes that my sister got me at Goodwill. I did not go with her because I was like, need to stop spending money, need to save money because I got a big trip coming up, and yeah. But then I was just like, hey, if you see anything you think I like, I'll pay you back. I'm totally good for it. She sent me pictures on her phone, and she's like, what about this? What about this? And I like that. She's like my little personal shopper. I don't know if she likes that, but I even asked her, I was like, hey, let's FaceTime. And then you could just scan your phone along the shelves. And she wasn't having that. But I will show you those at the end because they're back there. Wasn't crazy about this one. Sleepy Hollow is a good movie. Definitely a good for Halloween movie, but I've already seen it. Yeah. So I'll probably pass that one on. If anybody wants it, let me know. This movie, ugh, The Haunting. So this is loosely, and emphasis on the loosely, based off of the Shirley Jackson book. Was it The Haunting of Hill House? Is that what it's called? Oh, actually, she's over here. Yeah, it's right here. Loosely based off of this book. Oh my goodness! This woman! She is the master of horror in like a slight horror. Not slight, horror, where you're just like, oh, it's not that bad, and then like ominous. She's so good at that. So they made a movie in the 60s, like a black and white movie called The Haunting. Was it called The Haunting? I need to do my research before I do these videos. I'm so sorry. The black and white movie was wonderful. So scary to me, but in a good way. I like a good thrill. I am prone to nightmare. Move on. Okay. So, that movie I watched in the middle of the day with my mom and my brothers, and chills. And the kind of thing where, like, you something moved, or you heard a door or something, and you're just like, ah, the movie is real. That movie was so good. There's a scene with some wallpaper that was just like, we'll never have wallpaper. This movie wishes it was that movie. This is fun to watch because it's so bad, so ridiculous. Whoa, the lighting is being bad. Okay. Anyways, this one is good to make fun of, laugh at, and I think there's Owen Wilson. He's like, man, these statues are pretty spooky. That's a really great Owen Wilson impression. Thank you for noticing. Yeah. So that will be getting passed on. Also, I know this is going to be a long video and I'm rambling, but I don't care because I want to talk about this. My eldest sister, I remember her seeing that movie in theaters with her, and so someone had made her go see it with them because they didn't want to see it alone. She does not like scary movies. She's got really great taste in movies, though. I love talking movies, music, anything with her. Anyways, okay, so it probably came out 99, 2001. I was either 9 or 10. I remember her coming over and like telling my mom and I the plot, like I don't think she told us like bam bam bam, but she told us like the scary parts because she was horrified. She's like, the scariest movie she's ever seen. She couldn't sleep, blah blah blah, and I was just like, just what she told me, I was like, oh my gosh. So after I read the book a few years ago, and I think I watched the black and white movie before I watched that one. I wanted to watch this movie with my mom because she had watched the black and white version. And she and I had that memory of Abby telling us, my sister Abby, telling us about how awful scary this movie was and how it haunts her. The haunting, get it. And so we were watching it and we were just cracking up because it's definitely a different time, 2001 to 2000 whatever. Or maybe just my mom and I are super desensitized. But it is really fun to make fun of. This movie you will not need to make fun of because it is hilarious. Tremors. It's really good. I don't think I own this one. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Kevin Bacon. Young Kevin Bacon. And it's just like, this is this time period the 90s and 80s where I just want to be like, how did men get their pants on so tight? I don't know. Because like denim back then was like really thick and like you take your pants off and they could stand up by themselves. So having pants like that, super tight, how did you walk around? How were you trying? I don't know. Let's move on. Oh, this one. I have seen this. Parts of this movie did really creep me out. And the best way in my mind to be creepy is to use children or kids' songs, like really slow songs. Like, oh, there is a song, I don't think I've ever seen it. I mean, can you see a song, Eliza? I don't think I've ever heard it in a horror movie. I might have, but it's like, I think it's called the Teddy Bear Picnic. That song by itself is creepy. You don't even have to put it in a movie. Okay, so that one, the second one, which I don't know, I might watch it. Just, I think I mentioned this in my other video, but for the month of October, my siblings and I like to watch a Halloween movie every day for the month of October. I don't normally do movie challenges because I crash and burn and fail, but I do really like the October one because it's a challenge that I can get behind. I keep a little journal of the movies I watch, and I usually draw a picture with it, usually just like the cover of the movie, and I talk about what I liked, what I hated, blah blah blah. We were talking about different horror movies that anybody could watch for this challenge, and I can't remember if these were ones, but my brother and my sister were like, yeah, you need to watch those, they're awesome. I don't know if it was like awesome good, awesome bad, but American Werewolf in London and American Werewolf in Paris. And this guy, is he the dude from That Thing You Do? Woo! That light, I was on fire. Already seen this one. I have already watched this one, or seen this one. But it's a good one. kind of rattly. I wonder if it works. Kathy Bates, she's amazing. I have seen this one online, talked about online a lot, but I don't know much about. Same with this one. But I really like werewolves, so yeah. This set, I don't know if I'll watch these. I'm not really into this dude, but this set is glorious. Kendo's there. It is the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I think I've only watched the first two. How many are there? Because then there's also this one. And then I think there's more that I don't even have here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tapes. My goodness, what a franchise. I will say this. The first movie, the special effects in the movie for that time period are just phenomenal. I mean, I don't claim to be any kind of movie expert, but I really enjoyed it. And like the way Johnny Depp dies, oh, that was so gruesome. Ugh. Oh, I probably just spoiled that, but it's a very old movie, so if you haven't watched it by now, I'm really sorry for spoiling Johnny Depp's death. This is a favorite of one of my brothers, and I know my husband really likes it. I don't think he saw that I got that, so I'll surprise him with that. This one, I have seen this many times. The classic debate, is it a Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas movie? It's a Christmas movie. I don't know if I have that one. These ones! I have been wanting this one! Ah! And is this a remake? Yeah. Looks like it. So, yeah. Excited about that. I think I watched this last year. Part X-Files thriller, part Scream chiller. Urban Legends Final Cut. Legends never die. I don't know. Tim Curry is amazing, but I don't know if I can handle that. Deep Blue Sea. Great movie. First time I watched it with my mom, because she loves the carnivore movies, like I do. First time I watched it with my mom, watched it, lunch break. I was homeschooled, so during lunchtime we would watch an episode of something, or we would watch a little bit of a movie, and this was one of the movies. We got to a point in the movie and we're like, yeah, we need to get back to school, and we stopped it, and my brother, one of my other brothers, was like, maybe just watch a few more minutes. Like, not even a minute late into the movie after putting it back on, this hilarious huge thing happened, and so we're really glad that he told us to watch it, even though it kind of spoiled it. Like, oh, there's something that's gonna happen. This one, I already have this one, but I have not watched it. It's one of those ones I have seen bits of, and I'm not quite sure I can handle it. I want to watch it because the guy who does the special effects, the Monster Maker, he is amazing. Love his stuff. This one, Wolfen. Murder, boom, boom. Yeah. There is no defense. Oh, this one's a classic. That's, ooh, a vampire movie. I was just talking about that with my husband. We were watching this one day at my parents' house, and we thought we were home. We were there alone, just watching the movie. And there's a scene, like a really suggestive scene, where I was just like, okay, come on, because it was really an awkward scene where the villain and this woman are like trying to be sexy, but she looks like a child, and it was just really super creepy. But I didn't want to fast forward through it because, you know, you didn't want to miss something else, whatever. So it was just like, okay, hurry up. So I wasn't paying attention to anything else around us, but there was a family, I think they were on the porch, or they were coming into the house, and they have little kids. So I didn't see them, and Brandon is like, Brandon, my husband, he's like, Liza. He's trying to tell me, you know, we need to shut this off because these people are going to come in and be like, oh, you're watching that? Needless to say, we shut it off and finished it later. Cape Fear. Oh, look at this one. Creep Show. This is a short film, horror short film. You probably already know. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you because I'm just basically talking to myself right now. I've seen this one. I don't think I've seen the first one though. Short films, Stephen King, creepy, awesome. Speaking of Stephen King, Christine, I have not seen this one. Oh, Stephen King, Cujo. That one is silly and ridiculous, but good. Okay. Scream 1, 2, and 3. I have seen all of them except for the third one, so I will probably watch that one. Scary Movie 1 and 2. Should I watch them? I don't know. These ones. I remember having nightmares about these ones when I was a kid by just seeing clips on TV. Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, and Bride of Chucky. I know what you did last summer, and I still know what you did last summer. Which, did you know these are based off of a book? I believe, is it Lois Lowry? Is she the one who wrote the book? But yeah. Got a Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask, which I've already seen it. I'll pass that one on. Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. Oh, this one. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. This is the one I think it is. My sister and I love this one. Yeah. And Scooby-Doo meets Batman. I just got this. Oh well. Now, the last two, these are the ones that I just scanned the pile and I was like, yep, I'm gonna get those. Because I know some people that want them. So, we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's in a cut box, which, I wish it wasn't. And then we got Leatherface, which is the third one. The original uncut classic. I might watch them. I don't know. I'll need to get the second one then. I wonder where they came from. I love the ex-rental movies, all the stickers and stuff. Those are awesome. Oh, now for the tapes my sister got me at Goodwill. This one is still in the plastic. Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Leslie Nielsen, Mel Brooks. Hilarious. Clueless. Which, this is based off of my least favorite Jane Austen book, Emma. I don't like that book. About Cary Grant and Sophia Loren. Love her. She is awesome. This one, my sister said I need to watch it because I've never seen it. Memento. And she said I could count it towards my Halloween movies because it's a thriller. Oh, speaking of the reason why I collect VHS tapes, finding the weird movies you've never heard of, didn't even know they made. So, An American Christmas Carol with Henry Winkler. The Fonz. Look at him. Look, he's so old. Oh, Henry. But also, he has a mustache. He mustache you a question. That joke's not old. So, yeah. My family, we've got a big tradition of watching as many different Christmas Carol versions as we can find. Adventures of Don Juan with Errol Flynn. Heartthrob. I love this case. And last movie, Laura. So, that is everything. Some of them I will be keeping, some I will be passing on and trading. But if anything, I had a blast. The guy who gave them to me is awesome, and I'm sending him really good vibes. Yeah. Well, whenever you're watching it, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for watching this video. If you could like it, I would really appreciate it. And maybe subscribe. That would be awesome. Yeah. Until I see you again, find what you love and collect it. Bye.